What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, my YouTube besties. It has been far too long. I'm so sorry for my inconsistencies. Life's been lifing me, but in any case, it's been a long time that I've been working on this build, but for quite some time I've been working on this build on and off, on and off, on and off. So this video is going to be really long, and this is my very first speed build, inspired by Little Simsy, of course. If you don't know who she is, you should check her out. She's amazing. I decided to give a makeover to one of my favorite houses in The Sims 4 and one of my favorite packs in the City Living pack called San Myshuno. At least I think I'm saying that right. That is one of my favorite cities, if not my favorite pack. Maybe, I don't know. It's a close second. In The Sims 4, I gave the old salt house a makeover. Now, if you know this build, you know it's pretty ugly. I mean, what were they going for? An industrial build vibe, of course. It doesn't make it any less ugly. There's many ways to make an industrial build more attractive. This is basically my take on an industrial build, but modern. Because if you've seen any of my builds during my live stream, pretty much all my builds are modern. So, sorry, I'm trying to get better at doing other styles. But I tend to stay in the modern realm. It's just the type of houses I like. It'll probably be the type of house I'd move to one day. So, there's that. I filmed the speed build. The speed build is really long, so you have to forgive me. It was 7 parts, so this is an hour long. So please feel free to skip around. The speed part is also like really fast, so my apologies for that. But in any case, let's get into this build. Okay, this is the old salt house build in San Myshuno. I really like this house. I feel like it had many possibilities. Look how hideous it is. Y'all see that chimney on top? What were they doing? The first little beginning parts of this is me demoing it, just to let you guys know. But this is me showing you how ugly it is on the inside. Wow. I couldn't understand that little like open space outside on top of like the downstairs bedroom. I just thought that was so hideous. Yeah, this is ugly. Inside, outside, I really like the ocean behind it. I like the water behind it. So I felt like it had a bunch of possibilities. And again, this is me demoing it pretty fast. I'm so sorry. It's just, if I didn't make it a ×8 and made it a ×4 like I wanted to, this video is going to be 2 hours long. So there's that. But this is me just deleting everything. I thought about taking out the demolition part, but I just wanted you guys to see really any builder that you watch on YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitch, when they're demoing a house, either do what I'm doing or they just destroy the whole thing. I wanted to keep certain aspects of the house. I wanted to keep the upstairs bedroom, the kids' bedroom. I wanted to turn one room into an office. So I really wanted to reimagine the house, not so much completely tear it down. But I mean, I practically did. I deleted the fence. I deleted the walls, the doors. I was like, this can go, this can go, this can go. I was trying to keep certain things though. Like I was trying to keep like the front door. I was trying to keep the back door. Like I still wanted it to feel like this house, but just better. So this is me starting to divide up the house because it was super open concept, which I do like open concept. I just felt like this could be done way better than what they gave us. Also, I'm probably not going to talk throughout this entire video. Like there will probably be times when I might just like pause it and play music, but just letting you guys know. All right, this is the dining room. This is me deciding what I wanted to do. As you can see, I added in a glass wall because I felt like a glass wall still gave that vibe of an open concept without it being an overbearing open concept. I wanted to add in a wine cellar inside of the dining room. That way, if you were inside of the living room area. You could see it, but you couldn't see it. And I thought that would be a really cool idea. I mean, honestly, this is probably one of my favorite parts of the build. I'm completely sober in real life, but I thought this was really cool. I was like, if I lived here in real life, what would I be doing? I don't think I would have this. Like, what am I doing? Or maybe it would be something that my boyfriend would label as childish, like, I don't know, soda, candy, baked goods. I don't know, but I thought that was a really cute touch. And then this is me. Also, I tend to build with no lights. Sorry. I try to get the layout first. This is me revamping something, trying to make the layout make a little bit more sense than what I felt like it was making before. I added in a pantry into the kitchen. I added in doorways instead of it being 100% like open concept. At first, I wanted one of those, I forget what they call them, but like an icy door, like leading in to the pantry. That way you couldn't really see in. I think I ended up changing it later. Mind you, this was filmed for far too long. So some things I don't even remember, but for the most part, I kind of do. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. This is me also randomly going outside. I'm sorry. This build might be a little cracked out because I have ADD and I forget what I'm doing quite often. I was like, oh, wait, this needs this outside. So I'm assuming that's what took place during this build. I was like, now wait a second. Let me add this in here. So this is me randomly working on landscaping. After I finished the downstairs layout, I was like, you know what would be so cute right here in this corner? A pond. Why not? Why not? We need ponds. We all need ponds. So I put a pond in there. Honestly, I love putting ponds like in my builds on the outside. I just think they add so much life, so much oomph to the build. And again, this is me working on the landscaping. Now, this landscaping tool, a lot of people complain about the landscaping tool. I don't blame you. It's quite annoying. It's quite annoying. Especially because I think when Sims designed the mechanics of this game, I don't think they thought about the fact that when people are using this landscaping tool, that sometimes it's not going to match up with the rest of the ground. I don't think they thought about that. Like, I think the entire ground is like base game dirt. That's what I think. Because sometimes you can't shade certain things. You can't color certain things. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I don't think they thought about it. I don't think they did. No. But yeah, but this is me trying my best. I wanted it to feel cool. Also, this video wasn't supposed to be a speed build at first. So there's going to be certain things that kind of take a turn. Oh, I deleted that ugly fireplace on top. Don't know why that wasn't the first thing that I did. I also decided that this little like upstairs area would make more sense as like a patio upstairs or like a balcony upstairs instead of just an empty roof. Sims. Sweetie, what were we doing? Okay. Anyways. Also, keep in mind that the Sims 4 City Living Pack is actually really old. If you guys don't know, Sims 4 came out, I believe, in like 2014. Their first pack was released later that year, like their first expansion pack. And I think the City Living Pack came out in like 2017, 2018. It's kind of on the older side. So when they built this, they probably weren't even thinking. Also, this is me trying to get the roofing right. I was like, should I keep the old roof? Should I put in a new roof? I put in a roof. I did not like that sloped angle roof. Angle roofs have a purpose. Its purpose just wasn't in my build. So I deleted it. I took it out. I took it out. Yes, I did. And this is me changing it, making the roof cover the upstairs. I'm trying to pick a pillar that I thought would look good. I did initially want to put an illuminated pillar there, but I changed my mind. I just felt like a basic pillar made more sense. And then I decided to put a little coverage on this corner area corner area as well, because I just thought I was gonna put something there. I just didn't know what I was gonna put there yet. There's another thing. Sometimes when I build, I just go for it. Sometimes I just go for it. And this is me actually trying my best to cover up that ugly, ugly ledge that's sticking out. That I could do absolutely nothing about it. Yeah. This is me adding in some landscaping, more landscaping, because I love it. I love adding in gardens. I love adding in flowers. My builds are modern, but my landscape is whimsy. So if you don't like it, click off. Next. So I always do lots of flowers, lots of greenery. If it's a little overgrown, that's fine. I actually grew up in the country. Like, I'm originally from Maryland. I currently live in Los Angeles. And to me, the more green, the better. The more green, the better. And then this is me trying to find a gate, because I need a gate. Now, why did I do all that moving of the camera? Because originally this was not going to be a speed build. I was talking. I filmed content. I filmed myself talking during this. But it got too confusing. I couldn't remember what was what. I kept losing my ground. So yeah. All right. So then this is me deciding if I wanted to keep some doors, delete some doors, add in some doors. This is ×8, by the way. So it's like really fast. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I decided to delete the door, I think. I decided to delete the door because I was like, I don't like that door. It's ugly. It's giving retail store. Because Sims thought it was a cute idea. I thought about adding in a barn door situation in between the dining room leading into the hall, but I decided that I didn't want to do that. And I just kept it an arch. And then I'm adding in some pillars. I feel like pillars just kind of add something to the house, because you can like make corner pillars, side pillars. Oh my God, the staircase. Having flashbacks from this build. You'll see when we get to that staircase, but it was crazy. This is me changing the flooring. I tend to take breaks when I'm building. So I was like, okay, if I put this floor here, this here, this here, this here, like I'll remember what I'm initially going to create. This is me editing the dining room. I didn't like that table. And also, initially, when I first did this build, I was going to try to not use CC and it just didn't work. So, sorry. CC build. It's my toxic trait. And then I'm trying to find a rug. I think rugs in dining room areas are so cute, so elegant, so modern, so classy. Sometimes it's hard for me to find like a good table. I have so many like CC tables, and I was trying to debate on which one I wanted. Now, this is me adding in the curtains. So when I did this build was before a couple of packs came out. Like, this was before Adventure Awaits that came out recently. I think I actually started this build even before Enchanted by Nature came out. I think I could be wrong. Maybe it was after. I don't know. Keep an eye out for the stuff inside. Maybe they'll tell you. So there are some things I liked from those packs that I could have used. Actually, no, I did film this after Enchanted by Nature. What I'm talking about. So this is me adding in a little like wine cart, I guess, because I wanted to have an ice bucket. I wanted to have treats. I wanted to have like a cheese board, but everything I wanted wasn't necessarily going to fit. Unlike in real life, and Sims tries to be realistic, but then they don't want to. Also, ignore that preparing to record word. You're going to see that a lot during this build. And we're just going to ignore it. We're just going to act like she's not there. Yeah. Okay. So I ended up having to alt place some stuff. Now, if you don't know what alt placing is, it's with the move objects cheat turned on. And then you can hold alt and you can like freely place things. You can also like use the 9 button and the 0 button on your keyboard to like raise and lower stuff. I don't know what it is on console, but on PC, this is what you can do. And that's what I tend to do sometimes. All right, so I think I finished it. Yeah, this is the living room. I'm sorry that's so fast. Originally, this wasn't going to be a speed build. Okay, so now I'm editing the kitchen. I felt like the kitchen had some possibilities. Now, the reason why those blank counters are in there, again, it's because I just didn't want to forget my layout. They were not going to stay. They were never the vibe. They were never, I need you guys to know, they were never the vibe. Never. A lot of times when I build on TikToks and I was like, I'll randomly play stuff, people will be like, why didn't you banana? Banana. People forget. I have to grab my mic and go, whose channel is this? Whose speed build is it? Oh, it's mine. That's what I thought. People constantly forget. In any case, this pantry gave me some issues. I was on this pantry for far too long. Far too long. I skipped some parts. There's some things you don't even see. I don't know why it was such brain surgery. You know what happened? I actually exited at some point and I downloaded the pantry stuff. That's CC. This is a CC pantry. It's cute. Look at those shelves. Go crazy. Go crazy. Like this pantry pack, I think it's by Pierre I. Sim or something like that. Their stuff for like their pantry, I mean, they make a bunch of good stuff. Even their bathroom stuff is great. This is great. This is great. Phenomenal. I'll take 14. Thank you. I love this. Look at... Yes, boxes. Come on. Cans, jars, vegetables. Over in this corner, I had the idea to build like a coffee nook. Also, like, see, move objects was not, had to enable it. I was like, what would be cute over here? A little coffee nook, a little like sitting area. So I ended up putting in like a little sitting area because I was like, okay, maybe not a coffee station. Like maybe I'll put the coffee station somewhere else. And then this could be like a little sitting area where you can sit by the window, you can look outside, and you can eat. I don't know. I just thought it was a good idea. I don't know. Also, I was debating on switching out the counters and then I did. And then I wanted to change my mind on the bar stools. Sorry, this is so cracked out. And I did. Because I didn't like those other ones. That was hideous. And I did. Now, believe it or not, the CC pack that I downloaded these stools from, the black ones and the white ones, supposedly, are the same chair. I mean, they're not to me, but per the pack, they are supposedly the same chair. There's that. Now, this is me cluttering up the kitchen. I love clutter. I love cluttering things. Sometimes it takes me a very long time because I'm such a perfectionist. Like even on my streams, I take such a long time. Also, real quick, I stream on TikTok and Twitch. They are both linked in my YouTube about. My TikTok is Sarah Smile 22. My Twitch, I think, is Sarah Smile 30. Sarah Smile 22 was taken on Twitch. So whoever you are, how dare you? But yeah, this is me editing the pantry, or shall I say cluttering it up. I didn't want just food in there because I feel like most people don't have just food. There's usually other things and they're like big gigantic walk-in pantries. So, and then I was deciding on using like a pre-made double stove like by CC Creator, but there's this one CC Creator I use a lot named Cow Build. I love their stuff, even though their stuff is behind like a permanent paywall and they're kind of technically not supposed to be able to do that. Sometimes their stuff glitches on my game. Like really, really bad. Like their CC will break, they won't fix it unless like randomly. It'll glitch on my game. Like I'll place like one item in my game and then like a better exceptions will pop up and be like, not that. Delete. So I gotta delete it. So that's why I didn't go with that counter. Also, this is me working on the coffee station. She's cute. And like I said, I love my builds are modern, but my grass is whimsy. Like We are so whimsy. This is me showing the kitchen. I'm going to give another tour later. Ignore this. Yeah. All right. So now I'm working on the living room. Now, in the original build, the living room, the couch was slanted. So I kind of wanted to keep that same theme. I think in real life it would kind of bother me if I had if it was like slanted, but I do get it. Like it does kind of make sense, kind of. Now I could have had the build face that window. I could have, but I chose not to have the couch face that window. I chose to keep it slanted how it was before. Also, this is a CC sectional couch. The sections do not slot in. Your sim cannot stretch out across it, but it's cute. They can sit on each one. It's cute. And then this is me trying to find a cute bookshelf, bookcase to put there. It's funny because I'm extremely dyslexic in real life. I don't know if I would have this in real life, but it's aesthetic looking. I like it. So I put it in my game. Yeah, I put it in this build. And this was also before I downloaded the like cozy like book nook kit from The Sims 4 because I probably would have used that for this instead. I recently downloaded that. I recently got that and I thought it was like really cute. I don't know why little end tables take me so long to figure out, but they do. So this is me putting in a little cozy book corner, and I thought that being in front of like the little wine cellar window was just really cute. Just a cute idea. I always include a game console in every single build, so if you look, you'll see that game console. I'm a gamer, y'all. I'm a gamer. And then this is me cluttering up the table. I feel like, okay, like in real life, my coffee table, she got stuff on her. She got stuff on her. So that's why I do that. Also, that boom, 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 that up and down, that was me finding things that I want to clutter my Sims upstairs bathroom with. And I was like, just because I know I'm not going to find this later, it was me placing it. This is me working on the entryway just a little bit. I'm adding in some stuff. I'm trying to find like keys. I'm trying to find like maybe a cute mirror, something that I think would make sense before you leave. Now, the funny thing is, I do all of this. And then I change it. ADD, ADHD. So enjoy this. I mean, I thought this was cute when I first did it, and I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. I ended up switching it out by a CC creator that I like named Peacemaker. And I really like Peacemaker's stuff. And I just thought, oh my gosh, like this would make so much sense. And then around this time, like I took a very long break from this build. Around this time, Peacemaker had either come out or was about to come out with a collaboration pack with EA. And I end up switching all this out with the collaboration pack. But for the time being, I'm going to disappear for a second and you enjoy this entryway. I really thought, all right, this is a new day. This is a new day. I'm adding in more curtains. I'm like, you know what? I think curtains in this little area would look so cute if they're continuous curtains that you can slide and move. Even though in my mind, I was like, I feel like this would get really annoying though, right? Like, would they get like stuck and would I like break it? But it don't matter because it's not real life. It's not real life. So like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's what I did. Of course, I put in some plants. When I saw this little like plant shelf that I had, I was like, how long have I had that? I also switched out the rug. I moved over the couch. I was like, this could be so much better. I switched out that ugly console table for some new ones. And then the stairs. So wait. Let's pause that and bring it back a half of a second. Those stairs took me so long. So long. I cut it out. It took me 40 minutes to go from this to this. I was so mad at myself. Those stairs are my Achilles heel. Like, I was so mad at myself. I literally walked away and had to come back. And this is me trying to find something to put under this empty space. I didn't like the stairs just coming straight forward, being bam in your face when you walk into the front door. I just didn't like that. So I felt like they could be done better. And you know what would be great? You know what would have looked fantastic right there? Round stairs. In any case, this is me with the new pack. This is me with Peacemaker's collaboration pack that they did with The Sims 4. I thought this was so cute and I was like, oh my gosh, this would be perfect in the entryway. Now, this is me trying to color match everything. I wanted it to be white because I'm kind of a white girly. Okay? But the white they're not all the same color. Like, I don't know if it was the lighting inside of my Sims house, but the lighting wasn't all the same color. So I had to like, look at that. Do you see that? Those are the same color. Trust me. I'm so big on color. Like, and I was like, can I be okay? Can I deal with it? Like, the entire time I'm doing this, I'm like, can I deal with this? Like, I'm looking at it like, oh my God. I walked away for a second and I was like, okay, I'm going to work on this little corner. I'm going to add in like a cute little umbrella, little picture. I changed it. Look, I changed everything. And I ended up keeping it. I ended up keeping it because I didn't like the black. I felt like the black was too much. I don't know if I end up changing it later in the build because I might. But this is the downstairs bathroom. So this bathroom would technically be the bedroom next to its bathroom, like technically. I did end up making that bedroom like a kid's bedroom. So, I mean, when they become like a teenager, I guess. But it's also kind of like the guest bathroom. So anyone who comes over would use this bathroom. I love building bathrooms. So this is me just putting my foot up in it. Watch me put my foot up in it. Just come along for the ride. I thought about putting in like a half wall by the shower, but I thought that wasn't going to work. I also played around with the counter placement for a while because I didn't know if I wanted you to like open the door and bam, there's the toilet, like I didn't know. So I ended up putting up these little like, what are they called? I forget what they're called, but like it gives you like some type of privacy. I wanted to do curtains, so I actually partitions and dividers. I think I actually end up downloading some curtains that I thought would be really cute because my idea was like curtains going across the bathtub. Like I was like, oh, that's so cute. Everything I downloaded was a flop. But I did try, and I think I ended up just going with the glass partition. I think that partition is actually CC. I don't know what creator I got it from. ALGU. ALGU is where I got it from. I kept trying the curtain thing because I just thought the curtain thing would look so cute. I actually ended up downloading a mod that disables the curtain placement. That way you can place the curtains like wherever you want. But it's like most curtains have that bar sticking out, whether it's CC or not. And I wasn't with it, y'all. It wasn't flying. It wasn't flying for me. So I'm kind of looking back. I kind of wish I made that wall between the shower and the tub like a glass wall, because that would have been cute. Because honestly, if someone's in here, you're probably gonna be the only person in here, unless you're like married or whatever and your significant other's in there, or unless you have like really really little kids and they're in there. But otherwise, whoever's in there, you're probably gonna be in there by yourself. This is me choosing different things that I thought might work, might not work. Again, I love to clutter. I love cluttering bathrooms, especially. I don't know why I love cluttering bathrooms. Well, you know what? My bathroom in real life, she cluttered. She cluttered. She cluttered. She cluttered, y'all. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Also, I found that little plunger bucket from like a different creator, and I was like, oh, that would be so cute. I end up switching out the counters because I wanted a bucket to be able to look like it was under there, because there's a plunger in it, but you can't see it. So I was like, okay, it's clipping to the gods, but I'll leave it in. I ended up switching out the counter because that same creator, Pierre I Sim, has like the low counter with a sink on top. And I just thought that was so cute. Other creators have the same thing, but I really like theirs. And I don't know. I just felt like it gives spa. I like it when my sinks give spa. And because it's like all from the same pack, it slots in like perfectly. And to me, that was perfect. To me, that was perfect. But yeah, this is me cluttering up the bathroom. This robe was really pissing me off because I knew I wanted it somewhere, but I just didn't know where. Yeah. And then this is me working on the kids' bedroom. I wasn't sure at first what age I wanted to be in here. All I knew was that I had downloaded a bunch of cute CC and I wanted to incorporate it into this build. This infant CC is so cute. I was screaming. I was trying to fit everything in there because I just felt like the rug is not by this creator, but I wanted everything to fit. I wanted everything to be so cute. I actually end up expanding this room later because I kept getting ideas to make it more cute, to make it more appealing. And now the problem is when I expanded it, it was actually a new day. It was actually a new day when I had expanded this. And I was like, oh, how am I going to make this make sense? How am I going to make this make sense? But I ended up just pulling it over a little bit because I was like, okay, I think this will work. I added in more water, like more depth. As you can see, I moved everything over. And this room goes through a shift again. So again, if you watch me build, this is very accurate to me building on TikTok, on Twitch, well, I've never gone live on YouTube, but if I did, it would all be the same. So I kept getting more ideas as I was going through the build, and I was like, oh my gosh, it would be so cute to have like a little sitting area over here, and then like a little changing table, like shelf area, and then like that little thing on the floor with the eyes on it, that's a baby bathtub. That's a baby bathtub. Oh my God. I just thought that was so cute. I don't know. I thought a little baby bathtub moment was so cute. And then that's a rocking chair that I thought was okay. I was just trying to find a rug to go under it. Also, that rug that was like gray, it just looks like dog hair to me. I downloaded it thinking it was going to look so much different than what it did, but it just looks like dog hair. So then initially I was going to do a built-in shelf right there, but I ended up not liking the idea. And I was like, what if I did a built-in shelf to the side of the crib? would that be cute? And then I thought, what if I did two? But I didn't know if two was going to be too much. So this is me working on one. This is me working on one. I wanted to have an archway because when you do a built-in shelf, it needs to continue and end somewhere. I usually put in like an archway. I put in a bunch of shelves because I can't really tell at first how many shelves I want or how many shelves I don't want. And oh, it wasn't letting me put things on the shelves with the wall there. I don't really know why. Like through the archway, like the archway there, it wasn't letting me put things on the shelves. So I had to keep deleting the wall, put stuff on there, see if you could see it, and then add the wall back in. That was my life during this build. Again, this was also something else I was on for like way too long. So now I was just like putting in some like baby stuff. I put the wall again and bam, I put in a little archway. And I just thought a little built-in like shelf was so cute. And initially it was going to be like a baby shelf, like it was going to be like with like diapers and bottles. But I felt like, how cute would it be for it to be a bookshelf? Because this is a kid's build. It is for little babies. So how cute would that be? And then this is me actually trying to add in a shelf. Like this would be for diapers or something, like for diapers, for bottles. And I decided to not make it built in. And I was like, okay, if I can find like a decent shelf that at least appears as though that it's on the floor, then so be it. And then I discovered that you could put little clothes inside that. Oh my gosh, that creator ate that up. And that's free. This CC you seeing? Free. Free. Uh, we love it here. We love it here. And then this is me again trying to figure out like where I wanted more diapers to go. I mean, honestly, this is just clutter. This is me cluttering this. That's a baby camera, also free. I think that baby camera is by a creator named Sixum. I think, or it's by KS Sims. I'm not remembering right now. I put a baby bottle warmer there. Why? I don't know. Because I feel like in real life, most people would have a baby bottle warmer like in the kitchen, I feel. But I don't know. But yeah, I thought this kid's room came out really cute. I ended up putting in some curtains to match the other curtains. I feel like curtains just complete it so much. Okay, this is me working on the upstairs. This is me working on the upstairs office. I just thought this was really, really, really cute. I was trying to imagine who would live here. Like what type of person is living here? And I think I came to the conclusion that this person is like either an influencer, like a single mom. Unfortunately, because my build is just like so girly. A single mom who is making her way downtown. I'm sorry, guys. She's a single mom working. Maybe she does mom influencing. Maybe she doesn't. Like, actually, like, maybe she does like art or pottery or something. Or maybe she has like an online business. Like, I wasn't really sure, but it's. To me, the person that lives here is an influencer of some sort that likes that old, rustic, yet modern vibe, and they're very well off, and their channel is doing amazing. Like, one day, maybe mine will. I also wanted to add in like a workout space, and I felt like this person's workout space would probably be inside. I added in a yoga mat because in my mind, maybe the yoga mat's inside, but maybe they also take it outside sometimes because you can do that. If you have a really nice yoga mat, I recommend to not do that. If it's like really, really nice, unless you get like a cheap one, like specifically for outside. In case you guys don't know, I'm also a certified yoga instructor. I'm a woman of many hats. Also, that was me adding in outlets because I realized I didn't add in any because this is literally a month apart. This right here, from the beginning to right here, is literally a month apart. So I was like, oh, I didn't add in any light switches or outlets. Wow, I always do that. This is me adding in some art, more clutter. This is cute. I don't know. I think this build came out really cute. Look at that fiddle. Oh, that's a nice fiddle. I wish I had one of those in real life. I did have one. I had a really nice fiddle, and then my cat kept knocking it over. Why was she doing that? I don't know. I guess she just felt like it. I guess she just felt like it. No idea. Like, oop. I wanted to add in some type of slipper because I felt like if this was my office, I would definitely have some type of slippers there. Because I feel like there'd be times where I would either have like heels or some flats and I'd want to take them off and have slippers. But I ended up going with a low heel. And then this is another bathroom. So this is technically a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house. But I made what would be the second bedroom a office instead of a bedroom. And then honestly, this bathroom is very similar to the one downstairs. Very similar. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 12:58 p.m. and it's time for a little laughter. For a Hogwarts-inspired hoot, ask me for a Harry Potter joke.
No. When I clutter, it's kind of basically the same. As far as bathrooms go, I like shelves. I like the counters to look like they're being used because in real life, if you're someone who actively uses your bathroom, then it probably is just clutterific. And actually, looking back at this, I pulled out a little shelf just now. That shelf might have been cute in between the shower and the shelves that I put in. But neither here nor there. This is me trying to find cute towels to go next to it. I had to size down that towel because the creator of that towel rack, I don't know why they made it so huge, but they did. They made it unimaginably huge. And then I added another partition because it just made sense to me. I was thinking about doing two so that like it blocked it just a little bit, but they weren't melting into each other the way that I would want them to. So I ended up not doing a partition. I was also trying to find like a window that looked as though you could open it from that angle, from that side, but because I don't know, I feel like if there is a window in the bathroom, it should be able to be opened. That's what I think. Also, this is me realizing that I had sized up the walls and I needed to switch out all the windows. I didn't really realize that I had sized up every single wall. And of course, I added in some curtains into the like office room. Curtains just make it. They just make it, guys. Every time, y'all. And I know right here I was considering putting in a curtain in the bathroom. I don't think I did though. I can't remember. Oh wait, I did. Yeah. I was like, I probably felt like a curtain was a must because, well, I'm black and there's no way I would have curtains on my house. So, I mean, here I'm afraid this apartment, y'all don't get where I live. Like, I'm afraid of putting holes in these walls, but it has a shades. I have my shades down or like blinds down like constantly. Okay, this is me editing the master bedroom, bathroom, and walk-in closet. Um, I was trying to figure out how I wanted this to look. I knew I wanted some walk-in showers. I knew I wanted like a cute tub area. Like I wanted this master bathroom to give master. Everything you are seeing pretty much gets changed. Because when I was building this, I was really tired. Like I had been sitting here for like 2-3 hours at this point, like in this like specific day, and I was like, I need to take a break. And I was like, okay, how can I make this build work? How can I add in a little walk-in feature? I still wanted the patio outside to still feel like a patio, but how can I add in like a walk-in feature? I think I ended up just taking away a couple of inches from the patio, from the outdoor upstairs patio. Because it just made more sense to me to kind of shift it around and like change some things. So again, I usually when I'm building bathrooms, especially if there's a tub, I like to have shelves or something above the tub, stuff you can reach. Like if you decide to light a candle or if you want to add in more soap, I do that a lot. Like sometimes I'm in the bath, I'll add in like more Epsom salt or add in more soap because like my bubbles died down. So I'm like, how convenient would it be if I had a shelf above my tub? But in my mind, the shelf is on the skinnier side. That way, if you stand up, you don't actually accidentally like bump your head on it or something. This is me deciding if I want to put a window right here. Now, again, everything, when I say everything changes in this, a lot changes in this bathroom because I take a little break and then I come back. This is me thinking, does this look okay? This is me deciding. And then I had an idea. I saw a YouTube video. I wish, please forgive me, I wish I could remember who it was. Very talented builder. And they were putting curtains in front of their tub. Like they would create like a little entryway and they would put curtains there. And I was like, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. So that's what I did. That is what I ended up doing. I was like, how cute would it be to see your tub pushed into like an archway and to have the curtains there? That to me, like if this bathroom wasn't connected to like a balcony and it was just like a wall facing out, I would have put windows sticking out. Windows facing out, they'd be like iced or whatever it's called, like foggy, so that you can't like see. And then you just have like the archway, you have the beautiful curtains, like sheer curtain. Ooh, eats eats. I also saw someone do this with their bathroom like in real life, and I was like, that is so cute. And then I pretty much made this whole bathroom like the shower, the toilet, the water closet, the bathtub, everything was kind of pushed in to give that more luxurious feel to it, I guess. Like I just felt like it made a little bit more sense to have everything like shoved in there, shoved into the back. Like, I personally thought that that was a cute idea. I personally thought that that was a really cute, cool idea. And all that clutter on the ground. That's me finding stuff that I think I'm going to use. So I cluttered up the shower. This is me cluttering up the water closet, putting in like some extra toilet paper, a plunger, not a plunger, toilet brush cleaner. This is me adding in more stuff into the shower. Really cute stuff. Um, I think this is adorable. And see, that's me adding in the stuff like to the bathroom to make it more like to make it more accessible. So you don't have to like get up, it's all right there. Yeah. I mean, think about if you had like a little snacky snack. Yeah, you gotta think about it like this. If you got the money, this would be the bomb. Oh, I also downloaded the Sleek bathroom kit, and I was like, I wonder if I can utilize a little half wall in some form for this. I thought it would be cute because it comes with a faux wall. Now, when I hear faux, I think this is either cheap wood or like cheap styrofoam, just like pretending to be a wall that you're not supposed to put stuff on. But this is Sims. So it doesn't matter. So I ended up instead doing a shelf and then doing the little faux wall. And looking at it right now, I actually don't know if I like it. I don't know. Like maybe maybe the shelves would have made more sense, but I felt like the shelves were just taking up so much space. I think that's why I didn't. Also, this is me adding in more clutter into the shower because I just felt like one little thing just wasn't enough, especially if there was two people living there, even though in my mind it's probably like a single mom. But I did add in like some boy stuff, and by some I mean the blue bathrobe. And then this is me trying to find a cute curtain to go here. I knew I wanted it to be sheer. I knew I wanted it to be see-through. I knew I wanted it to be a vibe, but I didn't know what. So please enjoy me going back and forth over the curtain. Yeah. And then that was the curtain I ended up going with. It was nice and sheer. Even though it was clipping on the inside, it doesn't really matter how it looks facing like inside. You just want to look good facing out. Yeah. And then this is going to be the master closet. So this is me working on the master closet. Now, I have so many like expensive CC walk-in closets. Also made by Cowbuild because like I said, I love Cowbuild stuff. Even though I feel like a lot of times it'd be breaking my game, but I do love it. And I know I went with her more. I think I went with the more like luxurious one because I just feel like it made sense. Now, something I like about Cowbuild, even though it's unethically behind a paywall, just is what it is, is 100% against EA's policy, but legally, Cowbuild believes that they are within the policy because they label it as a temporary paywall, but it just never goes free. So I guess like legally, maybe there's not much like a regular person could do, but I think I really think it's just because like EA hasn't gotten up in that. Like EA's been like, all right, whatever. It's just who cares. But if EA really wanted to get up in it, they would. They would. Everything would be changed. But something I like about Cowbuild's builds, about Cowbuild's like CC, is that usually everything is included. So this is me cluttering it. This is me moving out things, switching out things. I do tend to shrink down the lights, even though I could put the small light in it, but I shrink down the little saucer lights and I put them inside the chandeliers. It just makes it brighter. That's why I typically do that. And again, because this is Cowbuild, Everything is included, like the shoes, everything. I was thinking about putting a column right there. I thought the column would be cute, and then I went back and forth, back and forth. I honestly felt like that column, I felt like it could kind of make sense being right there, just so I didn't have to clutter every section in that. And again, like I said, like I did add in some boy stuff. So there's like some like dress shoes. But sneaker game go crazy, heel game go crazy. It just is what it is. You feel me? Like, yeah. And then this little like centerpiece, I believe is supposed to be like a dresser. A really cute dresser. And, oh, I decided to add in a mirror in the bathroom, like a standing mirror. Because from the spa day pack, there's a light up standing mirror that just goes crazy. And I thought that would be cute. Okay, and then this is me working on the master bedroom. I was trying to figure out what I wanted the bed to be in the master bedroom. I have this like hanging bed that I use all the time, and I just felt like, why not be different, Sarah? Let's use something different. You have amazing CC, use it. And of course, you will see me like edit things, move things around, change things around. My builds tend to be very cracked out. It just is what it is. So this is me deciding on how I want the bedroom to be. I do typically put computers in the bedroom. I had to remind myself, wait, this sim has an office. Like, she's not gonna need a computer. So instead I went with like a little sit down TV area, because this is supposed to be a pretty luxurious or like rich and expensive. It's supposed to give rich and expensive bedroom. Um, and I was like, okay, so then maybe like a nice plush rug, nice soft chairs, a dresser inside, but maybe that dresser has like baby stuff in it. Just because she didn't have room downstairs, so she put it in her like upstairs space. I don't know. And then I was adding in some more clutter. I was like, this person has like a little book nook, so maybe there'd be a book face down, like in their room, like a book that they're trying to finish, and they just maybe are taking their time. Some makeup, candle. I was thinking of putting a mirror over it, even though in real life I would not have a mirror facing my bed. But that's me. But on Sims, I was like, ooh, a little mirror moment. Okay. In real life, no, I wouldn't have a mirror facing my bed. You see that mirror behind me? You see it? You see how it's not facing my bed? It's facing the wall? What do I look like? What I look like? And this is me doing some like little fine tuning extra touches. Like, this is me going, okay, what else would look good right here? What do I think would make sense? What do I think could work in this space? Maybe wouldn't work in this space. So this is me like fine tuning, adding in some things into the bathroom and into the master bedroom. And of course, light switches, because I forgot. Again, light switches, outlets. Yeah. Of course, I had to switch out the windows because I changed some things. I added a Sailor Moon rug. I feel like my builds are never complete without it because I'm me and I love Sailor Moon. So I put in like a little Sailor Moon rug. Also, I do end up changing that little hall space because I felt like instead of having like a glowing illuminated picture, I had an idea and I was like, what if instead of putting like random plants and stuff right there, what if I did another book nook? Like, what if this person really likes to read and they put in a book nook? So by this point, I have purchased the book nook like pack or whatever. What's it called? Cozy book nook? I don't know what it's called. I had purchased the pack. By this point, I have a pack. Remember, from the beginning to this to right now, there's like a month in between. And I was trying to figure out how I could make a little cozy reading spot. And I had a couple ideas and I was like, okay, I think it could work if I slot some things, move some things around and in. Let's just watch for a second. So believe it or not, that cushion on top of those shelves is functional. Believe it or not, it's functional. So even though there's a shelf right there, they would actually be able to sit there. They would actually be able to sit there. Crazy. And then I wanted to add in like some little curtains. I think I actually shrunk those curtains down so that they would fit. We're adding in some more books, some more diverse books into this because I just thought it would be cute. A little light. I mean, look at this little cozy, cozy, cozy little. And then I ended up keeping the picture too. Because I felt like a picture there would be cute. You know what I want more of in The Sims? Runners. Rug runners. I want more rug runners. Okay, this is me working on the upstairs patio area. So initially, when I was designing this in my head, I wanted to have a like a grill up here. Like I thought that would be like a cute idea. Like they could come up here, grill and eat and chill. I ended up going against that just because I imagined my Sims using this and burning this house to the ground. You know, Sims just be forgetting how to use grills. So, and I liked the mismatching couch. Like, I felt like the shapes being odd and mismatchy was cute. I just feel like it was cute. Of course, like I said, my builds are modern and my flowers are whimsy. So just know any plant you see is going to be whimsical, beautiful, and a very good time. I added in some hanging lights because I thought that would be so cute right there. Because you gotta remember, this is someone's house in the city, like in San Myshuno. Like, there's apartment buildings around them. This house gotta be popping. And then I ended up coming to the backyard. I think I was done with the balcony right there. I could be wrong because you know me, we might jump around. By this point, I have the Adventure Awaits pack. And I felt like a little playground area in the backyard would be so cute. Even though the child that lives there would be an infant, I still thought this would be really cute. You know, maybe this person has a lot of friends who also has kids. Maybe this person has a lot of get together and all their kids come over and they also end up using their backyard for like parties or events. I don't know. I was just trying to think of something that I thought would be cute, that I thought would be nice, like right there. And that's what I ended up going with. And then I wanted to utilize the in-ground hot tub in some form. Now, the way I end up doing this hot tub, I also thought about having a bar. Like initially, I was like, oh, what if I put like a little bar back there? Would that be cute? Or the way I ended up doing this, I actually don't know if this functions. I don't know if this hot tub functions. Not this. You'll see. You'll see. The way I end up doing this and everything, I was like, oh, I have an idea. I raised it up and then I put rocks around it to try and hide the foundation. And the thing is, as cute as this looks, again, I don't know if this functions because I put all these rocks right here. but it looks cute. So I never tested it. I don't know if my sim can get in there. And honestly, if they can't, eh. This is cute, guys. This is cute. Ooh, also, I added in this little like sit down area. There's this CC creator named SYB. I don't know what it stands for, but most of their stuff is free. This was all free that I downloaded. Really cute stuff. Really, really, really cute stuff. Like the little plant, the little light you're seeing me add in. Like it's all from SYB. Really cute creator. And their stuff, like I said, is like typically free. Add in a little seat by the little like risen hot tub. I feel like it would have made more sense if I made the entire thing elevated instead of just that one side. But in my mind, I was picturing it being surrounded by rocks, which is why I didn't just expand the whole thing. Don't know why. But also, again, at this point when I was building, we are... I mean, once again, we're probably like 2 hours in right here, 3 hours in again, with this build, which is why this is at times 8. We are fast. Okay, so this is me adding in some more landscaping, trying to make it make somewhat of some sense. At first, I thought about deleting the concrete surrounding the house, but then I was like, but you know what? This is in the city. There would probably be concrete. The grass being there would be kind of weird, probably, or just odd. Even though obviously grass would make sense, but in a city, you'd be walking by and be like, oh, why is that there? And then I added up some light up bushes because I felt like bushes covering the surrounding area was going to be really cute. I added in some more flowers by my pond. I put some lavender right by the sitting area because I don't know if you guys know this, but in real life, lavender repels mosquitoes and flies. Sometimes mosquitoes still will go to it, but it, for whatever reason, repels mosquitoes and flies. I think flies as well. So if you put that there, like in a little sitting area, then people, then you might not get bothered by the bugs. So that's why I put that there. This is me adding in some final touches. This is me adding in the butterflies from the new Adventure Awaits pack because my builds are modern, but we are whimsy. I also end up downloading like the cool kitchen stuff pack around this time, and we have an ice cream machine outside. Why not? And when it rains, you know, electrical things get messed up, so I end up adding in like a little ledge, and yeah, this is basically my house. I'm adding in some final touches to the roof, adding in some trim. But this is what I end up coming up with for this build. And I think this is really cute. So cute! I was also trying to figure out, like, what else would be on top, you know? Like, maybe there would be a chimney even though there's no fireplace, right? Like, no fireplace in sight, but I put a chimney on the house. And this is me adding in, like, I realized I forgot to put in, like, a dining room light above the table. And yeah, this is my build. Let me give you guys a tour. Okay, and this is my finished The Old Salt House. It's quite the name. It's quite the name for this house. Sims, what were we thinking? This is a much more slowed down version so that we can just take it all in, guys. So we can take it all in. Let's explore. So this is the outside. She's cute. Let's look at the backyard. I think this backyard eats. Now, when I originally built this, I did feel like the sand right here was questionable. I actually want to move this over. But I did think the sand right here was a little bit, like, questionable. Like, the way it extends and, like, it not finishing right there. But it is what it is, and I'm not changing it. So, yeah. Yeah. And then the little pool, again, I know it might be weird. Just like, I got this thing with these corners right now, but I didn't want the pool to extend all the way right there. And I wanted this seating, and it was different seating. So, and the hot tub, I do like this. I do like this. I feel like it could have been better, but I do like it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In through the front door. Let's take it all in. Ooh. This is nice. Girl! Nice time. I think this build came out really good. I think it came out really good. See, look at that. The two different tones. It better be the lighting. No shoes. I'll take them off. This is the bathroom. Downstairs bathroom. Period. Very cute. The infamous infant room. This is such a cute infant room. I ate down. This is really cute. Get into the infant room. Get into it. Yeah. I do like the way the stairs came out. I still wish it could be round stairs, but Sims won't give us that. Won't give us that. This is also supposed to be like the mud room, like the entryway mud room vibe. I don't know how I feel about this rug, but it's here. It's here. Sliding glass door. Living room. I know the living room is like off center, but it's because of the glass wall. Also, I just love this. I think this was such a good idea. The chandelier. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then of course the kitchen. I think the kitchen is really cute. I don't know, it just feels like a kitchen. Like it should though, right? But it feels like someone lives here, is what I'm saying. Like this feels like this kitchen gets used. Sometimes I build kitchens and I'm like, that's far too pretty. It's far too pretty. But I feel like this actually gets used. The pantry was a moment. Pantry was a moment. A time was had. A time was had. Time and a half, y'all. Time and a half. Let's go up the stairs. I love doing this. Wait. Let's go up the stairs. Let's go up. Let's go up the stairs. We're walking up the stairs. Okay, this is the second level. I do love that it's like looking out over. I think that's so cute. Okay, here's the office. Ooh, look at that inspo board. Yeah, I think I decided on her being an artist / fashion designer / influencer, I think is what she is, which is what I kind of make most of my Sims. I think is the upstairs bathroom. Also a vibe. That window just seems so high, don't it? Like if you were in here, like, dang, that's a high, big window, you know? Oh, let's look at the balcony. This is the balcony. Oh my gosh. So cute. You see, can you imagine just sitting, looking like, look, we're so rich. We have a whole house. We have a whole house in the city. We're just balling hard. Of course, the little like nook area. I love this. The master bedroom. Master bedroom is a vibe. It's a vibe. And then the master bath. Again, something else that I just simply love. I love the way the bathtub came out. It's so cute. I love the walk-in shower moment. Oh, period. And last but not least, the walk-in closet. Oh, this is so cute. I love a walk-in closet moment. I got confused. But yes, this is my house. This is my take on the old salt house. This is how I think it should have looked. Obviously without CC, like the Sims spin on it. I think it came out really, really cool. I really like it. Comment down below. Tell me your thoughts on the house. Tell me how you feel that it looks. If there's anything you would change, just know I'm not going to, because I like the way it came out. But yeah, thank y'all so much for chilling with me. If you watched this whole video, I thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you. If you guys finished this video, if you did, go ahead and give this video a like, drop a comment down below, go ahead and press that subscribe button, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.